I'd rather have my head stuck in the clouds than buried in the mound. Feet touching the asphalt, back will touch the ground. You watch about that trash talk, my hands speaking loud. The crowd sound is drowning our conversation now. I know what I'm about to do, can coma induce. But look, I train not to lose, what else is there to do? I'm a fighter, hard like barbed wire, sharp the same way. I'm tired, but get energized when the crowd say showbiz, boom baye. Showbiz, boom baye, my style's impetuous, my defense impregnable. There's no B plan when the A plan is doable. My ritual, jump rope, heavy bag, cutthroat. I'm the best in the world because my ego says so. A fighter, I am lost in this whirlwind, this make-believe world where it's a sin to be a grown man. Look, I never read a book, bruh, I must admit. I'm about that grit and that dumb shit, where your head's on some drum shit, body got Bambi legs, ears on some hum shit, later getting medicated, urine on some blood shit. I want wildest power with Devin Haney's defense. Up off it? Yeah! Yeah, yes, yes, yes! Up off! Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is, huh? Yeah. 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 It's Taco Tuesday. Hey, baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz. Don't. All right, man. Look at who we have here. Let me see who we have up in here. Kid, what's his name? I can't even see it. Sailors. Tim Butler. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man. Look, first I want to say this. Everybody, if you haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, and give it up for the Varnell Hills Box.
And do the cabbage patch. Choose a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The Varnell man can boing boing.
Hit the Tyson bell. Okay, listen, hold on, man. Let me get this together. Let me get all of this together, bro. This is getting on my damn nerves. Hold on. Just be patient. I don't know what causes this. Okay, so hit the Tyson bell. We got a show for you guys today. This is not the sweet science. This show isn't getting at Shakur Stevenson. It's not. It's to talk to the fans. All right? It's to talk to the fans and explain to you the sweet science. I keep hearing time and time again these fans of boxing saying, well, the casuals just want blind slugging and y'all don't appreciate the sweet science. And I want to tell you, there is a reason why the biggest boxing pugilist in the world will still call Shakur Stevenson boring. Hit the Tyson bell. Because what Shakur Stevenson does not define the sweet science. And I'm going to describe it to you guys, and I'm going to explain to you guys the definition of the sweet science, because the sweet science is not a style. I want you guys to understand that. The sweet science is not a style of boxing. All right, let me see what you have to say. Today, my birthday, ShowBizz. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hold on, brother, for your birthday. Hold on, man. We about to kick it on your birthday like this.
There's so much I want to know about you, but I don't really want to know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work. Your white chocolate mocha. That's why these coffee niggas want to fold you. VIP on a sofa. We taking our time.
Yo, excuse me, miss.
Hit the Tyson bell. Listen, my boy, the L Prez, he said, tell him, shaboing, boing, hit the Tyson bell. Love you, boy. And that's the Black Joe Sugars. We getting old, brother. We getting old. Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. Let me tell you something. For my man L Prez. Hold on, brother. Let me let you know that we up.
Middle finger to the faculty, cause we living in zero gravity. Got the whole system mad at me, cause we living in zero gravity. Now put your hands up high, don't need wings if you're feeling this fly. I'm a stand-up guy, but I can sit down and still kiss the sky.
And hold on, how the hell did I forget? The lady!
Acting like I didn't see you laughing at the bar. Acting like a nigga wasn't checking from afar. Acting like you didn't know this Busy was a star. Denzel and acting like you ain't appealing when you are, but...
Hit the Tyson bell. Hold on, let me see. He said, Biz, just listened last cast, and I admire how you respond to hate and negativity with love. Love you, boy. Let me see. That's how we make the world better, little by little. 100%, brother. I'm not here for hate. I'm here for love, brother. You hate me? Love you, boy. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. What's up, Biz? Boxing Revolution, Taco Tuesday. Enjoy, my brother. Shout out Gina, my wife. Love you, girl. Gina. Love you, girl. Let me see. Big Mo, a morning beer. Shakur is good for A-class fighters, but I don't think he can beat top tier. Only if he running, and he won't get far. He needs to risk it to get the biscuit. Bye. You ain't lying, brother. And don't forget, it is the summertime, and we
Anything can happen when you're outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask him if he's alright.
And ask him if he's all right. Let me see what Gabriel said. He said, Biz, do you think Shakur can ever be more aggressive and put punches together? Yeah, it's a learned behavior. He seems to be more one-dimensional than we thought. So he can learn how to. His mentality in and outside the ring on Twitter is concerning. I've been blocked from his Twitter, so I have no idea. Hit him with the Beerzilla one more. Hit the nice bell. Listen, brother. Let's talk. We're going to talk about all of that, what you guys are talking about with Shakur Stevenson. You guys want to fix him. You know, there's probably no fixing. But listen, let's talk about the sweet science. All right, let's talk about the sweet science and understand the sweet science before we start showing the receipts. First of all, let's get this understood. The sweet science is not a style. And when you guys talk about stylistically, hit the Tyson bell. You guys bring up the sweet science. Y'all say it's the art to hit and not get hit. That's not true. The sweet science isn't the art of hitting and not getting hit. But don't get this misunderstood. The first word of that sentence is hit. It ain't to hit, not get hit and hit. It's to hit and not get hit. The first word is hit. Make this also understood. That when we watch the sport of boxing, we're trying to watch a fight. You want to know why? Because we are violent by nature. We're animals. And that sport, just like being a gladiator, just like football, just like MMA, those sports, what they do is speak to our violent nature. The reason why we watch boxing is because we go through shit our entire week and we need an outlet of violence. That's the reason why athletes get paid so much, because they help satisfy our violent nature. That's why they walked out watching Shakur, because we came to see violence. Understand that. I'm sorry. If it was not the case, chess would be a far bigger sport than it is. We watch boxing to satisfy our violent nature. Now, let's lean on that word nature a little bit, because that is the definition of the sweet science. science. Pierce Egan, he was the one who coined the phrase sweet science. And everybody cut it at sweet science when Pierce Egan in the 1800s, when he coined it sweet science, he wasn't done. Did y'all know that it's actually coined the sweet science of bruising? Let that sink in. We stop at the sweet science. No, the entire phrase was the sweet science of bruising. And when he was talking about the sweet science, he was referring to our DNA, our prehistoric nature, our nature for blood. It's the reason why The Purge has so many sequels and why it was such a good idea, because that horror movie leaned on that fact that it's our nature to release violence. That's why boxing is so adored by those who are boxing fans. Just like back in the Roman times and the gladiators, it's the same thing. So when we don't see violence, we are bored. Hold on, let me see what y'all have to say. Good morning, good afternoon, family. How y'all feeling today? It's Taco Tuesday. Bye. Real talk. Now let's before we play the receipts, let's look at the sweet science. Let's define it. Understand, the sweet science isn't a style. When people think of the sweet science, it's like, oh, that must be Shakur. He's defensive. What do you guys want? Him to destroy himself? No, we're not saying that. But we do want violence. The sweet science isn't just a slick style. Hold on. Let me define for you guys the sweet science real quick. Let me define for you guys the sweet science. As I was saying, Pierce Egan in 1821, he defined the sweet science. I got it here. He said, which he dubbed, he was talking about prize fighting, which he dubbed the sweet science of bruising, as a description of England's bare knuckle fight scene. Bare knuckle. The first volume of the prize fighting article is in sketches of ancient and modern pugilism, and that was published in 1813, not even 1821. Hold on. Let me see what you have to say. I'm going to go further. Hey, Biz, you think Shakur chose not to knock out Artem because he wanted you to lose your money? I mean, he did block you. He lost more money than I did. It was only $2,000. That just ruined his career. That's hilarious to think that. Biz, I think Shakur needs a war to show how he can do like a fight with Pitbull or someone as aggressive who can fall into his hands. Sweet science is war for me. Keep preaching. I'm saying, brother, listen. Let me help you understand. Shakur just got to stop talking like a puncher. It's a real one's B-Day. Biz. Oh, happy birthday. Listen. He may just be a puncher. But not a fighter. Hold on. One second. Let me continue on. One of the best examples of the sweet science that Liebling, so he was also a writer. Liebling depicts in his novel is the 1955 fight between Archie Moore and Rocky Marciano for the heavyweight belt. Listen to this. Liebling describes the styles of the fighters leading up to the fight. He discusses Marciano and his style, his fighting style, as his nature, inherited style, his nature, and remarks that he should not worry about using defense as it may spoil his prehistoric style. He said, when speaking of Moore, Liebling describes his fighting style as nurturing, explaining that he was a more cerebral fighter who relied on his craft as a boxer and his intelligence, compared to the more savage style of Marciano. However, Marciano would ultimately be the victor. He beat Archie Moore. It was this more in-depth look into the science behind the fighters as a modern concept that the term sweet science came to be is used today. Now, when people hear the term, more associated it with relating to the art form of boxing. That's now the fighting styles and the boxer's preparation for the fight. But what the sweet science was the difference. It was looking at the nature of both fighters, understanding their science, their nature, where he says Rocky Marciano is more of a savage. That's the way he is made scientifically, and he should fight to his instinct, to his style. Whereas Archie Moore was a nurturer, more cerebral, and that's his science, his style, and he should fight towards that. And when you brought them together, it was the savage style that happened to be the victor in this case. But that's what the sweet science is. Looking at what everybody's attributes and what everybody's background, their science, what they bring to the table. And the fight is the sweet science. The fight, not the style. I want you guys to understand that. The fight is the sweet science, not the style. Dr. King tried to love somebody. The sweet science, aka not finessing to a snooze fest. Exactly. It's not finessing to a snooze fest. Shakur isn't running. He's tactically removing himself from harm, danger, and protecting his arms from fatigue by not punching. The sweet, what's that, man? Sins? I don't know what that is. I don't know how to read. Let me see. What else we got? ShowBizz the dope. Much love, my brother. Sweet science is a strategy of war and not a style. It's what you are. It's what you are, because that is Shakur. He is the sweet science too. It's not his style. You look at Shakur and you say, oh, he is defense. That's his nature. His nature is to not take any damage. And if that means he doesn't damage you back, he's fine, because he's not get hit and hit. Hit the Tyson Bell. Let me see. Tank greater than Shakira. Tank's a better technical fighter, to be honest. Okay. Let me see. Shakir just gotta stop talking like a puncher. He could talk he could talk how he wants. It's his mouth. It's on him. Let me see. You bad for that thumbnail, biz. Oh, that thumbnail is gonna mean something. Hold on. No one else breaks down philosophy of boxing. Sadate, because listen, Sadate, when I first got into boxing, when I got older enough, I wanted to know, well, shit, what is it? I love it, but what is it? This was before the internet. I walked across the field to the library and I looked up the sweet science. I'll never forget, the book had two guys, just two arbitrary guys with their gloves up. One was to the side, the other one was like this. I looked in the book and I looked into the sweet science. And when I hear people today saying, oh, y'all don't like the sweet science, I'm like, oh, they keep referring to that as a defensive style. And that's not the case. What's good, Biz? You know, we always rocking with the channel. How do you think a Shakur Zapata fight goes? He will beat Zapata, and Zapata will fall into his hands, right? He will go get him. But if you box Shakur, he's not going to go get you. Mason Cam response to Shakur's hilarious, Biz. But peace, those my brothers. But peace to you, Biz. Keep grinding. Thanks for being unbiased and 10 toes with the truth. Love you, boy. Love you, boy. I think everybody got their truth. Hit the Tyson Bell. And that's the Black Toe Sugars. Just got to be true to yourself. Okay. So let's check out the receipts. And let's look at Shakur's style. Receipts, motherfucker! Let me see. I love boxing is the intelligence of it. Yeah. And the intelligence is bringing to the table what you are, knowing what you are. So we are just talking about Rocky Marciano and Archie Moore. Archie Moore shouldn't fight like Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano damn sure shouldn't fight like Archie Moore. So it's having the intelligence, the self-awareness of who you are and maximizing who you are. Rocky Marciano is a more savage, brutal puncher. And he must impose his will. And he must do it the best way he can. He must train to that. And he beat Archie Moore that way. It's knowing who you are and what you bring to the table. Is Jet Kundo. Hit the like. It's nothing to hit the, you got that right. Everybody, please hit the like. Let me see what else we got. Shakur is a good fighter. He reminds me of Kid and Play, trying to be something that he is not. Nothing wrong with his style. He just needs to embrace it. There is something wrong with his style. People walk out. And he wants you to appreciate it. I saw that before. Floyd Mayweather was saying, y'all don't know shit about boxing. Roger Mayweather was saying those things because people were like, hey, I don't want to see that shit. But Floyd Mayweather spoke it up to the point of where people start wanting to embrace it. The difference between Floyd and Shakur, though, is that he was fighting all-time great fighters. And he moved up beyond his weight class naturally to do so, where Shakur is a bigger guy. They took Floyd Mayweather Sweet Science, call it boxing Sweet Sciences. They took Floyd Mayweather Sweet Science and call it exactly. He was so, that's why he's an all-time great. Floyd Mayweather was so impactful and influential that they start looking at him as the Sweet Science. Castillo's the Sweet Science too. The Sweet Science is the fight, the style matchup. Biz, I feel to beat a boxer like Shakur, you need to take him out of his rhythm. Someone aggressive like Tank or Pitbull, maybe even Zapata. But let me tell you something, Big Momo. People who are aggressive is what he prefers. He gets to be very defensive and pick you apart, and he can possibly knock you out. That's the fighting style that he needs. But let's say you box him. Let's say you're Terrence Crawford at lightweight and you box punch him. You'll dominate him. If you box punch him, you'll dominate him. Benton was a defensive scientist, but offensive as well. Okay, so let's look at the receipts and let's look at Shakur Stevenson's style. Pay attention. Most of these highlights are defense. Check out his offense. Check it out.
Shakur, he's doing the right thing. 5 seconds. To put more, he needs to be more assertive with his offense because you're going to occupy him with that jab.
As these early rounds develop. You can see Shakur, see if that jab can feed Hartunian.
And get comfortable to set up his offense. He's on. Round Shakur, avoiding getting hit.
And when Shakur spoke to his grandfather, his trainer, Walt, fully evolved man strength. That's a great shot overhead from our crew.
And look at the defense.
Right in front.
Right in front. Yeah, not
you
running.
said he's not running.
Hurt him with bouncing around. He's not as fidgety as he once was. Now he in there. He can take. Good offensive assault right there. Not a whole lot.
The results if he does.
Exactly. Hartunian is
and around under that elbow to the bottom.
Somebody was getting their ass whipped at the end. But listen, I had to cut that off. Shakur Stevenson. If you notice, beautiful defense. Jaw-dropping. And I was saying that when I was calling the fight. Let me see. Who you got, Keyshawn or Shakur? Flex on him. I don't know. I don't know yet. That's a very good fight. Member for 6 months. Thank you so much. Hit Tyson Bale. Very good fight. With Shakur being more experienced. Very good fight. We criticize Wilder for not knowing how to box, but we criticize Shakur for not knocking people out. Exactly. You can do that. You can criticize somebody for being very smart, but ugly as shit. And then you can criticize somebody for being very beautiful, but dumb as a box of rocks. You can do that, right? But my man doesn't, he don't understand that. He don't understand that, right? You can criticize somebody for being unhealthy because they're extremely thin. And then you can criticize somebody for being unhealthy, for being extremely obese. You don't, all right, you don't realize that. But you can. Go read or do something. But you definitely can. You don't realize. A style like Leonard or Boots, who knows how to cut the ring off, beats Core. I believe so too. Loma offensive versus Shakur defense. Who you got? Well, Loma's defensive too, but that's a good fight. I know Loma's a better fighter. But as far as fighting him at 135, Shakur's big dude. Love the show, Biz. Did the line of fighter who didn't want to fight Shakur due to his skills get no longer or shorter? Fighter versus fighter, skill versus skill. Well, it's not because of his skills. Not just that. If I'm going to fight a guy who can possibly beat me, I'd rather be in an exciting fight for more money than go into a for sure boring fight for very little money. It's just having the brain. Shakur in the exchange isn't as good as sometimes. Okay, so what I'm saying is Shakur can have power. He can have power, but it's hard to hurt somebody like this. You're so trying not to get hit that you're pulling the punch back faster than you're delivering the punch. You like this. You ain't gonna hurt nobody like that. Yeah, he's fast. He got crazy gifts, and the defense is good. But don't forget the rest of that term for the sweet science of bruising. And Artem came out looking better than he did when he walked into the ring. Let me see. Shakur boxes like he's competing in the Olympics. Good point. Points over finishing, similar to Bivol. Pretty but boring. Good point. As nice as Shakur is, am I wrong to think Tank will walk that style down and get through Biz? I believe he will. Well, it's not just that. He'll find different ways to do it. Let me see. I still remember I'm tired. I see Tank getting through. Yeah, that could definitely happen. That could definitely happen to Tyson Bell. That could definitely happen. Or Tank he'll find different ways. Talking about the sweet science. Biz, I beg to differ. He's defense is okay. Only reason he stood in front of Artem is because Artem has no pop. Well, yes. But his defense is good. It's very good. No need to shit on. I mean, and lie to yourself. That's very good. His reflexes, what he does, and then he jumps straight back. It's not the greatest defense I've ever seen. It's not Sweet Pea Whitaker or Floyd Mayweather or Willie Pep, but it's very good. Let me see. Custom Model developed the peekaboo style precisely because he had an elusive fighter that won fights but didn't sell tickets. You're talking about Floyd Patterson. Or you talking about Wilfred Benitez. Love you, boy. Please educate. Oh, you talking about he created the peekaboo. Oh, okay. So I didn't know that. Please educate these folks on the sweet science. It's about how tactically and skillfully you can finish. Right. Bruising. How you approach the fight to end it. What's crazy is Shakur fought beautifully and he landed a good amount. It's just he's not a killer, which is kind of crazy considering Bud is his mentor. Good points. Fantastic. Even though Floyd was a defensive genius, he had an active jab that would snap heads back and consistently 100%. He don't slip punches. All he do is jump back and move around. I think Tank, well, he was standing there that time, was spot on with his critique. Yeah, he got a lineal type of defense. He either leans straight back or he hops straight back. Tank might KO Kerr on the ropes. Yeah, he would push him into the ropes. Back in the Lewis Robinson era, even guys like Benton, Futch, learning to finish an opponent was taught in the gyms. It's a lost art. Well, we're going to talk about that. I want to see Kerr versus Frank Martin. I don't. But listen, that's the black Toshokers. Listen, let's look at a few guys who were defensively responsible, but can brutalize you. The sweet science of bruising. You got this guy. Anybody know who this guy is? Iron Mike Tyson. His defense is to put him in position to get you out of there. His defense was not designed to survive, and that's fighting. That's the art of boxing. That's pugilism. His defense was how to enter the room, create chaos, then leave the room once the chaos is done. It's not for you to go into his room and he survived your chaos. Look at this guy, Roberto Duran. How he's moving on his feet, how slick he fights, and look at him, getting other people out of position. But when he throws his punches, it's with violence. When he throws his punches, even at Hagler, when he throws his punches, it is to hurt you. He is in the pocket, he's pressing forward, and he's there to make your body crumble. He is sitting on his shots. He's not pulling his punches back faster than he delivers them. Look how he's hitting Sugar Ray Leonard. That's Sugar Ray damn Leonard, who is also knocking people out. That's Roberto Duran. You saw his defense. Now look at his offense. Break you off. Who is this guy? Ezzard Charles. Defensively phenomenal. Look at him. He ain't not making you miss, but he understands the job. He understands the point of this whole thing. To finish you, pause, which is entertaining because that's what people came to do. To end their week by participating in violence. So they can blow off some steam and go back to work without having to hurt somebody. You got all of that out. Look at him. Look where he is. And look at how he's sitting. This is Rocky Marciano that he's trading with. Look how he's sitting on his punches. He's not pulling this punch back faster than he delivers them. The sweet science isn't just going 12 rounds, bro. The sweet science isn't just going the decision. It's the sweet science of bruising. Never forget that. Hold on. Because when you do it Shakur Stevenson's way, you get some other shit. Hold on. Let me give you guys, and then I'll read some of your super chats. But let me tell you something that Crawford said. All right, let me tell you something that Crawford said. Hold on. Let's go to the Twitter fingers, the BK with Cheedar.
Twitter fingers.
Cheese. His name is Cheese.
It's cheese, snitches.
X-Files, mother.
Terrence Crawford said, F them, little bro. F who? The fans? Can't say that. Because we're going to say F you back. Let them know how you feel. Really. They letting you know how they feel. Cool. Because Terrence Crawford, who epitomizes exactly what I'm talking about, he is Ezzard Charles of today. So he knows exactly what we're saying here in the war room. He epitomizes making you miss and being violent and finishing you. Pause. Forget what they have to say. Well, let's see what Terrence Crawford had to say. Here are the receipts.
Whoever signed him, this kid, it was a waste of money for him.
Whoever signed him, that's my guy. Oh, 1, 2. Whoever signed him, this kid is a waste of money. Whoever signed him, F him, tell him how you feel. You're about to go out of business. No, listen to how they feel. We are the customer and satisfy our dollar so you can grow your business. Because old One Tooth is over here like, whoever signed him is a waste of money. Now, let me see what y'all have to say. Tim Butler, I learn something new every day. I watch you, Biz. Much love, brother. If the time is taken to watch past fights and fighters, only then will a person understand what you are describing. 100% is cool. 100%, brother. You got to go further back than Floyd Mayweather. And if you're going to be there, look at the rest of the boxing scene. Because there was only one Floyd. And there will be only one Floyd. Ain't no other Floyd, bro. I ain't seen another Muhammad Ali since. Some people are a one of one. Sadate, like you said, if Shakur Ferocity was more Sugar Ray than Money May, he'd be an all-time great. 100%. Sometimes, Sadate, you got when you don't have the pop of a Wilder, when you don't have a pop of an AJ, when you don't have the pop of a Gervonta Tank Davis or better BF or some crazy shit, sometimes you got to string punches together. It's the art. It's the art. And when you guys say the art of hitting and not getting hit, hit is first. That's the part he forgot. He has the art of not getting hit. You got that part. That's 50%. If this was an exam, you'll get an F. And that's the review of your performance, an F. The thing about Shakur Stevenson is he couldn't afford that performance after his last one. You got me capping, saying that it was only because he had one hand. That's the only reason. And I put $2,000 down, lost it on my bookie. My bookie is like, they finally won one. We've been kicking my bookie's ass. And they won one. Let me see. Fight like he want to win on points in a karate match. Right. That's why Taekwondo, I got away from it. No hate. If you're a Taekwondo master, love you like a play cousin. But there's a reason why I left Taekwondo and start studying jiu-jitsu. Because I lost a Taekwondo tournament when I was whooping his ass. That dude caught me with a point. Tap. I was whooping his ass. Chasing him all around the damn arena. He said, pop. And I was like, okay, this is the type of sport I don't need. Went right to jiu-jitsu and start getting my ass whipped and choked out. And I was like, this is exactly what I need. Let me see. The Shakur hate is coming from him targeting Tank. Shakur style has never changed yet. We called him Sugar Shakur in the past. Hate him now. Listen, I don't hate Shakur. So get the sensitivity out your system. Number two, I can only speak for myself. Number two, you have just gave a blanket statement to everybody, and that's no good. We just got on Ryan Garcia for giving a blanket statement. Stop doing that. When you say that Shakur hate is coming from targeting Tank, not everybody. Some. Most are just bored at what they saw. And most are just describing, I can't watch that anymore. If it hurts your feelings, now you're in this. You can be salty if you want. But don't give blanket statements. Everybody got their reason why. And for me, I got to call 12 rounds of that late at night. I could be doing something else. I'm calling that fight punch by punch every round for 12. That is difficult when it's a snooze fest, and to try to keep you guys interested is very difficult. I'm talking far more than what's going on in that bout to keep you guys interested. I'm doing my job. Yet we called him Sugar Shakur in the past when he was at 130, bigger dude breaking you off. So this right here was working at the time, breaking you off. What he was doing to Jamel Herring was diabolical. How he was whooping Oscar Valdez was falling into his hands. He was Sugar Shakur. But my thing is, he moved up to 135. How does he take on somebody who's boxing him now, who can match his size? Now he's running from him. Can match his size, got some speed, got some length on him. Not getting shooken up by those stinking punches. And as you get more information, you can change. You can change your perspective if you get more information. Only an idiot can learn more information, right? And then get and stay stuck after. Now, that's not a survivor. That's a dumbass. What I'm saying is you get more information the way it's good that you kind of change your perspective. Like, oh, wait a minute. Now I see what you are. I had it effed up. Sparring Bud is why Kerr is not a killer. You can't kill Bud. Funny. You master Bud not being killed by him. That's my theory. That's not a bad theory. Because I used to box with my older brothers all the time. And my oldest brother used to tell me, he's 10 years older than me. I'm 6 years old. He's 16. And he used to tell me, if you could take my punches, you could take anybody's. I heard him, but I didn't believe it. When I start fighting, just street fighting and fighting in the hood and stuff like that, at first I was kind of like, I thought they were going to deliver the pain my brother was delivering until I felt it, and I felt nothing. I'm like, oh, shit. So you may have a point. Dealing with Crawford, he's like, he had to deal with that so much. Now he's in a fight. No, they're not all Crawford, bro. You'll be fine. You all right? I'm back at number 2 on FBO. Yeah, because we stopped the cheating. Good shit. 14 perfect predictions over the past 2 weeks. Join the fantasy buy. Hit the Tyson bell. And plus, we caught the cheaters, chick. So you doing your thing, brother. Big Mo. With how Pitbull put pressure on Tank on a few weeks notice, I feel he will put too much pressure on Shakur. Possibly, yeah, and possibly drop him. Possibly, because Shakur goes straight back. He gonna go straight. Pitbull is a master of cutting the ring off, and he swings this way, so you can't just pivot away. And Pitbull head is so damn massive, his chin is so incredible, and he protects that something to where this ain't gonna hurt him. So you got a good point. I'm just saying, going after him, pressure isn't just the way to beat him. You gotta be good at it. Pitbull has power, chin, yeah, boxing IQ. He has great defense. So yeah, you're absolutely right. I was just talking about style. Just that style doesn't mean you beat him. Tyson's defense created his offense. Thank you. The defense was to be in position. He was already a short heavyweight. So he was to get it. He used his height as his advantage. It was to swim without getting wet. It was to get in the position to bruise. The sweet science of bruising. If you were managing fighters, Biz, would you encourage them to talk smack, or would you say just be you? I would say be you. Always be you. Because Dr. King tried to love somebody. People are going to see through you. People are going to see through you. Take me, for instance. There's a lot of people who have told me, dude, I thought you were a goofball. Until I got to know you. I'm like, what this guy hooping and hollering for? Oh, he hoops and hollers. There's no way you can keep up this personality every damn day for hours, for years, faking it. This is me. I am too much even in my house. That guy, El Prez, you need to ask him. Leroy, you need to ask him. He dealt with me for years. He told me that I was like a penguin. I reminded him, I'll never forget when you said this, brother. He said, you remind me of a penguin playing around on ice. When penguins are sliding around on the ice in the north, so you play too damn much. I remember he put me in the yoke and squeezed as hard as he could. He was one of the ones, one of the ones who he was on my neck when I got DDT'd into the refrigerator. But what I'm saying is, always be you. Always be you. Because that's the only way you can be consistent. Punch like he flashing badges from his coat pocket. Oh, that is funny as hell. That is. Hold on, dog. Because I saw the whole motion and everything. That is funny as hell. Hold on. Wait a minute.
My car ran out of gas. I needed fresh drawers. My mother's sick. The car broke down the street.
Where? I take your ass there. You know that?
Keyshawn versus Shakur is the fight to make. Keyshawn need a fight to prove he can hang with the best, and Shakur needs a fight to prove he can beat the style of a fighter. They gotta put that brother stuff aside. I am very impressed by Keyshawn Davis. I ain't gonna lie. I'm more impressed by Keyshawn than I am by Shakur Stevenson. I'm not gonna lie to you. Keyshawn Davis can be an all-time great fighter. What I saw, and I'm talking about put asses in seats and everything. Keyshawn Davis got the mentality. He's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. He is. Like I said, when I met him, I'm like, this guy's ridiculous. He's extremely alert and he wants smoke all the time. He is a fighter, true and true. He's a fighter. The guy's ridiculous. But my thing was, I didn't think he had the tools. Now with Bomac and what Bomac is opening up, give him a few more fights. Mayweather versus Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders versus Lemieux were great examples of the sweet science. I'm gonna tell you another one. Castillo versus Mayweather. Maidana versus Mayweather. Zab Judah. Clashing styles that I heard Buzz snores all the way down here. And to Tamlet, stop. Also, Crawford versus Spence too. That was the sweet science. It was. Tampa is what I meant. I got you, my brother. I got you all day long. Hey, listen, man. There's nothing like how AI is screwing up everybody's super chats. It's ridiculous. Mason Cameron said they would be the A side if they fought Shakur. That is funny as shit. Shout out to them brothers, man. What is it called? It is what it is. Those brothers there. You know what I mean? Just to let y'all know, I speak with Mace over the phone. And Mace, let me tell you, Mace on his show is Mace. What up, ShowBizz, man? Mace is Mace every day. That's why I said be yourself. I don't know. Mentally, he probably can't take it there. But if Shakur can unlock that dog, take more risk, and turn his death into offense, then he would be unbeatable. Well, the sad thing is he whines. His personality, he whines a bit. Right? Let's keep it real. Even when he was talking in the post press conference, he was like, it looked like he was like he had a lump in his throat. He tried to have a face smile, like, yeah, I did. And then his face got straightened. It's like, bro, when you saw how he was after the Olympics and what I'm hearing about him on Twitter, that kind of feeds into how he fights like that. Because if he get caught and catch Bambi legs, I don't know if he can emotionally handle that. Right? Some people can give a shit. Ryan Garcia got caught. Bambi legs. Which we're going to enter the zone war room in a minute. Let me see. I parlayed a Keyshawn and Shakur KO and got cooked. That's okay, brother. I love that you said that from the war room. Like, hey, I took my L. But, like you said, you ain't going to get them all right. People who expect you to get every fight right with how the boxing environment is, insane people. But I'm happy you participated. And that's guts. You participated, took your L. Everybody took my damn L. Let me see. Shakur is a great boxer, but not a killer. Tank wins. A lot of times when everything breaks down, it's about you, who you are. I learned that in football. I'll play football. You can teach me everything you want. But at the end of the day, that shit start breaking down. And the fundamentals start breaking down. Right? I was on the defensive line for a year. And I remember after a while, me and that guy, the guy's breathing his funky breath into my face mask, down after down after down, quarter after quarter. After it becomes me versus him, who can persevere? A lot in a fight. The first one to make someone give all that shit up. When Keyshawn Davis, that's why I loved his fight he had against Matt Dueno. Keyshawn Davis was able to keep his boxing fundamentals, but he did not fight him. Oh, you want to fight me and get rough? Lord have mercy. Shakur versus Tank. Look at Sexy Kendra. That's my girl, man. She holds me down, bro. I'm telling you, in the comments and everything. Shakur versus Tank. What's your honest opinion on that fight, Biz? 20 super chat. Yeah, I think Tank knocks him out. I think he faints him into. And, you know, if Frank ain't hurting Tank, don't forget, Frank power versus Artem and Shakur power versus Artem. Artem was outboxing Frank. Frank broke his orbital bone and made him sit down. He beat him with savagery towards the end. Shakur, after the fight with Artem, his eyebrows were still arched. His hair was still in place. He looked beautiful. So if the punches that Tank was landing made Tank smile, he will force Shakur to do what he forced Frank to do. After a minute, Frank was like, well, I'm going to have to try to counter him. And that allowed, I never blamed Frank for his change of style in that fight. He blames himself, but I think it was the appropriate thing to do. He makes Shakur kind of wait on him and be super defensive. And you can't be that when Tank hits your elbows, feints you, hit you. He's going to crumble you. He's going to step back. He's going to make you go where he wants you to go. He's going to knock out Shakur. It may take a little bit longer, maybe the 10th. He's going to be beating him all fight. Biz, you put me onto Shakur. He owes you a lot of credit. Yeah, well, brother, listen. The sad thing is fight night, I had 150,000 people in there. I had shorts going viral on how this fight, Shakur is going to knock him out. I put $2,000. I'm ready to call him Sugar Shakur again. Everybody shows up to the war room. 150,000 people fall asleep. Let me see. Since Top Rank didn't deliver the fights, hopefully he signs with Eddie or Turkey Al-Sheik, so we can get Kerr versus Zapata. I think he will, and I'm telling you, Turkey can give a shit. You would sign with Turkey or Eddie or some shit, and they will throw you right in there with somebody who can whip your ass. And usually fighters don't mind it at all. That's what they want. And then they learn a lot about themselves. You're going to have to learn how to get better. And if Shakur survived each fight, he could come out of that better. Thank you so much, Justy. I'm trying hard to support Shakur, but he ain't making it easy for me. But I understand, but listen, Mr. J, support yourself. With all these fighters, support yourself. I'm going to watch. We had options on Saturday. You had the Williams Zapata fight, versus Gio Cabrera. You had Babbitt and shit. You had a lot going on. You had the Nate Diaz, Masvidal. You had, and what did we do? We looked at Top Rank until we got to Oshaki. Turned to the zone, turned back, right? So support yourself with all of them. And the fighter who can it's like music. You know that Prince is going to give you some fire shit. There was a time through the 80s where it's like, I don't even got to hear his lead single. When Prince album coming out, I'm buying it, period. I don't have to hear shit. When Jodeci drops, I ain't got to, it's Jodeci. I'm buying the album. Tank is fighting. I know it's all good. Right? There's fighters like that. I'm going to tune in. AJ fighting, I'm tuning in. Either he goes to sleep or he sleeps somebody. That's why I said Arturo Gatti was one of my favorite fighters. I knew every time I tuned in, I don't give a damn if he won. I was actually disappointed when he did. But I knew the fight was going to be lit. And like Shakur, I'm not buying his album. Let me see. Shakur treats boxing fans like Canelo treats David Benavidez. That is the funniest thing. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Hold on. We got some more stuff to cover, though. Who do you think was the worst style in boxing? Or who do I think has the worst style in boxing? Rolly Romero. I'm out if whatever you want to call that. But he's the GOAT. My man, Shatired Sleeperson, stop, man, is my boy. But I think if he learned how to throw more combinations with his counters, it would be more entertaining. That's what we're leaning on, bro. That's what we're leaning on. Can't lie. I've been watching you for a minute since 22,000 sub. Thank you, brother. You a solid dude. You deserve your follow. Thank you so much, my brother. And that's the Black Toshogers. Listen. Let's go through some fights, and I'll read the rest of your super chats after this, because if you guys didn't know, We're in the zone, war room.
We in the zone, war room.
Let's check out highlights of the Carmel Moulton fight.
Please listen and follow my requests at all times. Protect yourself at all times.
Now, like I said, this is what a lot of people could have probably missed because it was pay-per-view. Not everybody watched the pay-per-view. Look at Floyd looking at Carmel Moulton very closely. Now, don't forget, this is Floyd's fighter. But why is Carmel Moulton fighting like this? Because Floyd understands the sweet science. Jesus, God. He understands the sweet science and maximizing your attributes. That body shot is nasty. And I was looking at Carmel Moulton sparring. Somebody sent me Carmel Moulton sparring. I'm not going to tell you who. But I'm like, he is a body snatcher even in sparring. Look how he cuts off the ring. Now, don't forget, I understand this guy's an accountant. I'm just saying, this is probably the worst guy he ever fought on his resume. But he did exactly what he's supposed to. He put him out. Well, I mean, Lord have mercy. The guy is relentless. The guy is totally relentless. Ah, shit. Yeah, stop the fight. Look at the ref. The ref can't peek. The ref can't peek. The ref can't peek. Oh, Lord. Oh, but the ref doing his job too. Let's get, oh, Lord. Oh, at the demise, at the cost of this accountant right here. Let's keep everybody lit. Oh my God. See, that's when I said he looked like a box of Fruit Loops. Look at the color of his head, red, black, purple. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, the body shots. And look, on him like Henry Armstrong. He on him like Henry Armstrong. The dude tried to fall, but he was in too much shape. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's Carmel Moulton. That's the sweet science too. That's the sweet science too. The link to the zone for the war room at a discount is in the description box. Let's check out another fight.
Good, clean, professional fight. Obey my commands and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves.
We didn't get a howl from Rampage Jackson, who, by the way, authored the Power Bomb knockouts of all Power Bomb knockouts against Mauricio Shogun, who had incredible wars with Vanderlei Silva, and Vargas looking to make it a war here with Garcia. Pride never died, and neither does the fighting spirit of the Vargas family.
You know, Garcia or Sean has it a little bit, but not nearly as much as Ryan.
Big uppercut landed right there. Wow, and he's back Garcia up and unloading now. Garcia countering with the right, but it's all Amado Vargas now. Garcia trying to make a stand.
Wobbly legs for Garcia, it looks like.
He has him in the corner. Rips the uppercuts to the jaw, but the heart of Garcia coming back with the left hand. Shelling up along the ropes. Vargas walking him down. Ducking.
Oh!
Down
That was
Garcia.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey, my bad. I was talking this whole time without the microphone. My bad, y'all. But yeah, the way Vargas is digging it into him, and you saw Garcia fall back. Like I can't. His head leaned back like I can't deal with this. When Vargas stuck his tongue out. When Vargas stuck his tongue out right there, I thought he was a bit tired. But being a Vargas, that bloodline, being a Vargas, he was able to find his second win. Garcia had Vargas against the ropes. Just no more pop. When there's that much water in the basement, no more pop. Oh my God. I mean, these are fantastic highlights from the zone. They practically showing the whole damn fight. Yeah, you gotta stop the fight on that. You gotta stop the fight on that. Next, we got Sugar Shane Mosley Jr. versus Jacob. Yeah, I took the mic. I took the mute off this time. This right here, I thought was going to be a knockout. I thought Shane Mosley going into the fight. I'm happy I didn't bet on my bookie because I was going to. I thought Sugar Shane Mosley Jr. was going to knock him out. Yeah, I just thought, you know, Danny Jacobs didn't have enough in him. Pause. And plus, Shane Mosley Jr., he fights up to a level of this competition. When you write him off, oh my Lord. when you write him off, that's really not smart to do. The guy should be a better fighter than he is. He should be. You know, he got that. He got that Teofimo Lopez complex. Whereas, like, yo, you should get this guy out of there. End up being a great fight. Sandor Martin, you know, Kambosos beats him. You know, shit like that. What's that? Claggett, his last fight. And you look at Sugar Shane Mosley Jr. You look at his stance, very similar to his father. He even throw his punches like his father. He's not his father. Oh, good combinations from Shane Mosley Jr. Danny Jacobs really didn't have much, man, and that's sad because he was once a very, very good fighter. Not busy enough, man. You know, he was sick and he beat that. And it's just good to see him in there, pick up another check and do his best. And a lot of people were interested in that fight. Now, lastly, we're going to look at Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz versus Masvidal. My bad. Now, this fight, I thought the copy box was all wrong. I just knew Nate Diaz was the busier fighter, and they said Masvidal landed more punches. That's not the fight I saw. And I thought it was appropriate that Nate Diaz won the bout. But what I can say is that Masvidal landed what seemed to be the more polarizing punches, while Nate Diaz was being extremely busy. And this fight wasn't beautiful technically, but it was extremely entertaining to watch. Except for I was never been more tired during a live stream in my life. I burnt out a lot of energy. I was actually tired before I started the live stream. Well, you're not seeing much speed here from either guy. They're 40 years old. I'm just impressed that both those guys can fight 3-minute rounds. What was it, for 10 rounds? I was very impressed that they were in that much shape. And I was mostly impressed by the endurance of Nate Diaz. Not only the ability, oh God, good left from Masvidal. Not only the ability to stay busy, but to endure the power shots from Masvidal. I know Masvidal thought he must be fighting a zombie or some shit. Oh! I'm telling you, Masvidal was landing some very violent and explosive shots. Pause. Nate Diaz's punches looked less effective, but over time, it was. It's like a bunch of bees stinging a bear. Over time, it was. Pit, 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 pit. Cumulative effort. And actually being the aggressor. That can wear you out. Volume and endurance can wear out your eye. And I think Nate was relying on that, and he ended up being successful relying on that. Good body shot, and then the count, you know, up top. I don't know how the hell Masvidal landed more punches than Nate Diaz. And Nate Diaz won that fight. We in the zone, let me see what y'all have to say. Thanks. Shout out again to DAZN, and our collaboration with them is amicable and doing very well. I actually have a meeting with them coming up. Let me see. Who do you think has the worst style in boxing? Okay, I read that one. Hold on. What else we have? Can't lie. 22 subs. Okay. I'm riding with Key all day. Can't wait till the fights out here at the Scope. Bro is a hometown hero, and his brothers are exactly the same. Wow. Key is the one though. Yeah, out of them all, yeah, he's the one. He's definitely the one. Punch Drunk, my guy. Flex on him. What's going on, Punch? ShowBizz the GOAT. Thank you, brother. The sweet science was never meant to be born. 100%. Willie Pep was the first poster boy of the sweet science and was the most entertaining in his time. The first poster boy of the sweet science. All of it was, though. Don't forget, the sweet science was coined in the 1800s. So you're talking about bare knuckle guys. But if you're saying the poster boy of the modern day definition of the sweet science, I can get when you talk about stylistically and not taking a lot of damage. But still, the point remains. The sweet science isn't a style, but it's the fight itself. The difference in the styles and how beautiful that looked. But shout out to my boy Punch Drunk. That's my guy. Keyshawn put on a show. The crowd got up on their feet 4 or 5 times during the fight. You were there, right? I think the crowd only stood up once during Shakur. Yeah, hopefully. They were hopeful that, oh, shit, we got something. That's the hometown kid. Biz, Mace Cameron, surviving Diddy. DJ's hilarious. Happy Taco Tuesday, Biz. I really enjoyed the animated fantasy fight with Langford and Mayweather. I thought that should have went viral. Do you plan on making any more in the future? I spent so much money on that because I bought an animator and I employed an animator for all that, and I described all those things and it took over a month I think like 2 months to get that done. But then the view count, it didn't give me anything back in return. But if you guys are really interested in that, let me know. Rumor has it Bud is related to Joe Louis. Yeah, David, that's what I heard. I actually did a video on that. I remember for 8 months. Thank you so much, baby. Bud versus Victor Postal was the sweet science also. Yeah, and I remember that fight. I remember going into that fight like, uh-oh, Terrence. Now you got one here. Terrence hung in there. You beat his ass. I mean, I think, wasn't Crawford a late replacement? It was something weird about that fight. A great example of the sweet science is watching James Toney and Iran Barkley. Perfect examples. Sugar Ray Robinson versus Graciano, LaMotta, Randy Turpin, Ali versus Foreman, Frazier, Duran, and Sugar Ray Leonard and Hearns. The sweet science. When you have these array of attributes that almost covers the entire spectrum. Archie Moore almost covers the entire spectrum himself, except for everything that Rocky Marciano has in spades. You put that together, it's the sweet science. Let me see. What if Decor just goes on the stool, no mas? I don't know what that means. My bad. Hey, brother. Are you okay? You okay? Hold on. Let me give you love, brother. Let me give you love.
Some great. Trey.
Bang, trick or tie cheat. Bang.
But Trey Day only met easy stay day.
Flex on him. Seep. Left hand on you. Left hand on you. Pow, King Kong. Ain't got on Trey. Let me see. Fully recovered. That's what I'm saying. Now that's the sweet science. That's how you drive. Thanks for all the prayers, War Rome. I am officially announcing I'm bringing back the Flex Friday. Oh, shit, for all you lames who've been on all the racial garbage. Yeah. We love here. We love all you boys. We all family. Let me see. I will be pushing a button on all you punks. I got you, Biz. Brother, oh, Lord. Ricky!
Some great. Trey.
Bang, trick or tie cheat. Bang.
But Trey Day only met easy stay day.
Hit the Tyson Bell. It ain't somebody going haywire on their own trigger tray. Leave them over there. We love over here. Let me see. Let's talk about the robbery on Saturday between Foster and Costa Sal. Well, we spoke on that already. The only thing we can say is it's a robbery. Let me see. Sup, legend. Thinking of putting a bag on Roy over Pitbull. You think he gets the up? He can. Cheers. He can. But I think I'm putting too much stock in that Cabrera fight. Don't forget, Cabrera got robbed. And that's the same Cabrera that Zepeda knocked out with a body shot. That Cabrera was schooling Pitbull. And was taking a lot of Pitbull's punches. So I keep looking at that performance. But maybe Pitbull just had an off night. You can have an off night. Because after that, Pitbull's been looking great, or has he? Let me see. Hardcore Boxing News said, for respect for your grind as a fellow creator. Much love, brother. Love you, boy. Keep doing your thing. Everybody sub to Hardcore Boxing News. Let me see. I would not be buying any more Shakur fights. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not sure if it's something to buy anyway. I think the one before this one was on a Thursday, right, on ESPN. But if you had to buy it, damn. You know what I mean? If you have ESPN, I think you should be able to get it. Eyebrow still arch, hair still intact, beautiful. Brother, he looked beautiful. He looked gorgeous. It looked like he was sitting in the VIP at the club. When I saw him clapping after the fight, after we got the ruling of the fight, and he was clapping, I said that brother looked like he was in the VIP, bro. Let me see. Rollout Mason Cam are going to be featured on Biz's next album, and okay, just to get me out of there. The way Cam been rapping lately, you see how his intros, I'm jealous as shit. I'm like, damn, Cam, bars. That's the best bar I can do right now. Damn, Cam. He just be chilling. I'm like, God. Let me see. Hey, Biz, I think as a community should call Shakur Stevenson Shaboring Sleepson and take this sugar nickname away. We did until further notice. Great show. The funny thing is, we were the last ones left. And when he said, and we're a major community to be the last ones left. And when he said, hey, I'm not a sugar, man, stop calling me that, it was like, okay. But then his performance with De Los Santos, you know, not to take things personally, but I was like, oh, you damn sure not a sugar, you know. But we were still here. And I will call his next fight. I just don't think that he's a main eventer. But I would call his next fight. I love boxing just that much. Punch, my brother. I just purchased a defibrillator and smelling salt for the next year. God. Because Punch got to do his damn job, right, Punch? That's the thing. That's why I said I had to call those 12 rounds. Punch still got to speak. It's his job. So when you got people like, I mean, he got to do what he has to do to stay focused. Let me see what else you got. Kermel looks like a younger version of Biz. He's a badass looking kid. You know what I mean? To see that's that light skin energy, that bad light skin energy. When you look at him, it's like you got freckles, your hairline never right. Moulton reminds me of young Curtis Stevens with that style. Yeah, dog. And you know, and you look at that kid, man. You like somebody. You need to be put in the corner, right? He looked like he has no respect for his elders, for anyone. I don't know. Does he respect that guy had Prince flex on him, had a perm, skin, and dressed better than all the other girls. Dude walks up with a blouse and chaps with his cheeks hanging out and still took your girl. All he had was dime pieces and could just leave there. I swear before Lord, that guy there. There's really nothing you can say, because what's more masculine than getting the baddest bitches? So call him what you want. Oh man, he looks soft. Hey, you getting the baddest every time? He's harder than you, Paul. Well, probably literally too. Diaz brothers are triathlon athletes. Prince has the light skin bougie aunt energy. Do you think Jana Beck gets the KO this weekend? Now Jana Beck isn't on Boots' card, is he? I would hope so. Boxing has been extremely strange. I think he would. Did you hear about Pacquiao fighting Mario Barter? I heard about him negotiating. I didn't hear that the fight was made, though. You know, I've been hearing a lot about Pacquiao. He tried to be in the Olympics and everything. So I'm going to wait until the fight's announced. I meant Shakur going out on Stool versus Tank. Yeah. Well, you think he quits? Well, with somebody who doesn't like getting hit like that, probably say he got some hand injury or something like that, or he hurt his foot. Something. Are you putting any money on the Warrior, David Evanesian? No. I think he has no, so I got to do round betting with Boots. I think that guy has no shot in hell. Who you see being the best in their prime out of Moulton, Abdullah, Stevenson, and Keyshawn Davis. Who's going to be the best? It's very hard, pause, when it comes to Moulton, because I think Moulton isn't close to what he's going to end up being. Abdullah Mason, if he's not close to it, then Abdullah Mason. Keyshawn and Moulton, you know. But if I look at him and I just say talent-wise, I don't know, man. That Moulton with Floyd, but Keyshawn got Badu Jack. Then Abdullah, man, I don't. It's hard for me to crystal ball that one. If I were to put my money on one, I go with Abdullah because of his physicality, his physical attributes on top of his skill set and his mentality. He's there to kill you. So you put all that together, you got a Shoo Carrington, you know, Terrence Crawford boots in this type of dude. Can Kerr ever be on pay-per-view other than Tank Fight? I mean, that means he's the other guy. So he have to fight an A-lister and be the other guy. Well, in that case, he has as much of a chance to be on pay-per-view as anybody else who fights guys on pay-per-view. So let's just say Ryan Garcia versus Shakur. That's a pay-per-view fight, right? So, but I think no matter what, Ryan Garcia is going to be a pay-per-view attraction, especially after this. Especially after this. The guy has made himself the quintessential piece of shit. So, the greatest piece of shit. People want to see that dude. People want to see him get his ass whipped. Right? And see, look, he almost captivated, I think he did, except for us. He almost captivated the entire boxing landscape. We cut that shit off. We had to deal with Shakur and Kermel Moulton and Abdullah Mason and Keyshawn Davis. And there was a lot of people fighting. Sugar Shane Mosley Jr. and Oshaki Foster. There was a lot of people we were focused on. But he captivated everybody else easily. People are still talking about that shit. And that, what? Let me see. A member for my 9 months. I wouldn't give that guy any airtime. But gonna mess with him. Gonna mess with him now. He's the bad boy. The bad boy. Boots versus Devin Haney. Hey, brother, stop. Now you're being funny. All right, y'all. So wait, we got one more thing. We got one more thing to discuss. We got one more. Oh, we still got the Twitter fingers. Shakur can build his brand back up easily by fighting on big undercards. He needs to tap in the turkey a la Sheik. But he has to be entertaining. Build his brand up easily. He has to be entertaining. If he's just on cards, right? It's just like he's a guy on cards. But if he's knocking people out, I would pay Zepeda versus Shakur. Well, I have to pay for everything because it's my job. Shakur fails to realize fight nights are reasons for cookouts and get-togethers after a few drinks and a good meal. That is setting in for real. We want to see action, not slap boxing. Shout out to the community. 100%. Listen, I can take my family out to a late movie to watch Cyrano de Bergerac. Excellent movie. All right. But boring. Not to me. When I watched Shakur, I did enjoy it. I told you guys I did, but I don't just speak for myself. I look at the masses and I'm like, he's boring. If the Transformers new movie's coming out and Cyrano de Bergerac is coming out, I'm not taking my family to see Cyrano de Bergerac because I appreciate the poetry. Right? I'm taking them to see Transformers because the point is to have a good time before they go back to school, study, go to work, and be frustrated and stressed out. You want to release. And if you can have a good movie that entertains you, then that's the best. That's the best. Training Day. Right? That's the best shit. Scarface. You have a good movie that entertains you. That's everything. That's everything. Okay, everybody, let's do the Twitter fingers, the X-Files. Twitter fingers.
Cheese. His name is Cheese.
It's Cheese, snitches. X-Files, mother. Alberto says, thank God I get to see today. It's my 30th. Everybody just killing it with their birthdays. All you cancers out there. Love you, boy. What else he said? Salute to the best boxing YouTube channel. Thank you so much, brother. It's Tyson Bell. Hold on. Let me see. Man, happy birthday to all of you guys. Dr. King tried to love somebody. Will you suggest a fighter like Shakur to get more aggressive or just do what he is doing to stay winning? I would do what Jermell Charlo did. Jermell Charlo wanted to be a star, and he left Ronnie Shields, and he went to Derrick James. He wanted to knock more people out, and he learned how to sit on his punches more. Tyson Fury did the same thing. He said, listen, I need to knock out Wilder, right? So he went to Crunk, and then he knocked his ass out. So I think Shakur Stevenson has the physical attributes to do it. He has to find a trainer to do it. Humble himself. AJ got humbled. He got humbled. He got slept and everything. Right? And people would say, oh, you got slapped. Ha ha. But that was a good thing. That's how you grow. Get your ass whipped. Get disciplined so you can grow. Right? So AJ start finding what would suit him and grabbing things and becoming better and improving. Shakur Stevenson needs to do the same thing. Bring somebody into the camp who can teach him how to cut off the ring and be aggressive. And it's a damn shame because you're Olympic silver medalist who is a name in the sport, who was a headliner, who at this point of your career, for you to start trying to learn how to cut off the ring, damn. But it's never too late to learn. Shakur over Devin Haney versus Ergashev. Oh shit. Shakur or Devin Haney. Oh Lord. They both will probably beat Ergashev. Yeah, that's my guy though. That guy, man, he can fight. Okay, so let's read the Twitter fingers. Let's read the Twitter fingers. Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez has now welcomed a potential fight versus Jesse Bam Rodriguez. That's the remaining piece of the Four Kings. Insisting he would not rule it out as had previously been suggested. It depends, and I quote, it depends on negotiation. If they pay me well, I'll face Bam and go all out. Take the all out and go out. No. Hey, that's what you do. The rest of them did it. Quadras, Rung Vasai, Estrada. Now Estrada gets that rematch. Roman Gonzalez, final piece of that puzzle. I would love that. Bam going through the entire Four Kings if he can. Let me see. Oops, that's it. Except for one last Twitter finger. One last Twitter finger. Kenny Evans. I was joking. Tank versus Loma is what he said. He was joking about, everybody said, did you hear what Kenny Ellis said, that Lomachenko was going to take step aside? He said he was joking and that Tank was going to fight Shakur. He had to take it down. Listen, brother, that's the thing. People need to stop texting and start calling. Make a video. We need to hear you. Hear the tone of your voice. Because when you say some shit like that, it's like, what? All right. Now, in hindsight, it definitely was a joke. I get it now. But after the Shakur Stevenson fight, for you to post that, Lomachenko stepping aside, I was about to make a duckaroni piece of video, bro. So I'm happy you did that, bro. I'm like, why would Loma step aside? That's a duckaroni piece. I didn't come to find out he was playing. No, we don't have a sense of humor. Because I was just making that song, They Won't Fight Us. They won't fight us. They won't fight us. And I thought that was going to come to fruition. I was getting pissed. But Tank versus Loma is happening. I hear that Loma is on his way to the States now to confirm everything. That's going to be one hell of an announcement. And once again, Gervonta fulfilling all of our Gervonta wants if you are a boxing fan. If you're a Tank fan, no matter what, he can breathe, he can fart in your cereal, and you'll be like. But as far as us boxing fans, fighting Frank Martin and then Lomachenko, now we're cooking. Let me see. And that's after leaving Floyd. Dr. King tried to love somebody. Those little guys just fight everyone. LOL. Yeah, I swear. That's what they do. Them and women. I have no problem with them. I like Tank and anything Turkey Al-Sheikh does. Like I like Tank, but it does tell you a lot about Tank's resume that his coach has to be like, no, we're definitely fighting. All right, good point. Okay, everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourself on this Taco Tuesday. I got to run up and get my Knox in the Box, get him some lunch. You know, that's the thing. All right. When you're at home all the time and your son is out of school, yeah, I just got to do a lot every day. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. ShowBizz the Adult. Tomorrow is the hump day. You have Thursday, which I'll be doing a video. We have the Facts Friday, and I'll be calling the Boots fight this weekend. All right. I'm out. Huh. My man said dope. Thank you so much, my brother.